I'd like to introduce our Americanism speaker today. He's been with us before, but Trevor Burke is here today. He is currently the president of the Texas CAR organization. As you can tell from his uniform, he's also a very active Eagle Scout. He's a senior at St. Mark's School of Texas. He has achieved 23 palms, which is the highest rank in scouting. He's also achieved, as you'll see on his sash, 139 merit badges, which I understand is the full complement. So that's something that very few have accomplished. He's a recipient of the Boy Scout Hornadays Silver Medal, which is in recognition of work on four very significant environmental projects. Been very involved in that. And also a recipient of the Boy Scout Supernova STEM Award. He's been elected to represent the Boy Scouts of America as a Boy Scout delegate representing the entire organization to present the report to the nation, to the President, the Speaker of the House, Congress, and other dignitaries as it's required by its congressional charter. He'll make that presentation in Washington next month. He's very passionate about protecting and preserving the environment. Has a project working on helping protect and restore blackland prairie lands. He could probably tell us a lot more about that. He's also been a recent recipient of the 2018 SeaWorld Busch Gardens Environmental Excellence Award, the Future Man of Action Award by the Southwest U.S. Congress, and was named a Distinguished Texas Finalist for the Potential Spirit of Community Award. In his spare time, which is kind of hard to imagine how he has any spare time, he plays the saxophone and participates in science-related activities and hanging out with his siblings. So, in his Americanism talk today, we've asked him to read us the essay that he's written as part of the 9 essay contest. The title is Locke, Stock, and Barrel: Locke's Impact on the American Revolution. And after that, he's going to tell us a little bit about a project that CAR has this year involving recognizing the signers of the Texas Declaration of Independence. So, Trevor?
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I give this essay to y'all. This is the essay that I wrote for the night essay contest. I named it Locke, Stock, and Barrel, and it's Locke's impact on the American Revolution. For we must consider that we shall be upon a city upon a hill. The eyes of all the people are upon us. John Winthrop, City Upon a Hill, circa 1630. From the start, the colonies were formed to escape Great Britain's oppressive government. The colonists believed a new land founded in freedom would serve as a beacon of light to others across the world. This hope prompted the colonists to set forth their grievances against Great Britain, to declare their independence, and to adopt a new form of government based on individual rights. Significantly, our founding fathers relied heavily on the teaching of English political philosopher John Locke in setting forth the reasoning of their new democratic government. John Locke lived in England in the 17th century and commented on the duties and responsibilities of government in his now famous work, Two Treatises of Government. While he died in 1704, well before the American Revolution, he indirectly championed American ideals and independence through his political writings on the rights of the people and just proper role of government. Locke believed that people create their government to keep them safe, to improve their well-being, and to enforce only the natural laws. Locke argued that these natural laws, derived from God, provided for the preservation of one's life, liberty, and possessions, which Thomas Jefferson changed to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In his second treatise, Locke describes the idea for power sharing, stating that the legislative and executive powers should be in distinct hands. Locke believed in the use of the legislator that is, quote, put into the hands of diverse persons who duly assembled have by themselves or jointly with others a power to make laws, which when they have done, being separated again, they themselves subject to the laws they have made. Locke's social contract theory that government exists to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men and deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, is also reflected in our founding documents. Finally, Locke's philosophy that man's rights are derived from God is consistent with John Winthrop's view and the repeated references to God in our founding documents. For instance, the Articles of Confederation references the greater governor of our world, and the Declaration of Independence references nature's God as the source of man's rights. These beliefs enable the newly formed United States to hold fast to the ideal of a more perfect union designed to form a bright, shining city upon a hill. And so now I'll give a presentation as the state president for the Texas Society of the Children of the American Revolution on our state project. Poster board here that shows this. I don't know if all of y'all can see it now, and I'll just leave this up, so if you want to come by later and look at all the pictures, you can do so.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in.
Okay. So I'm switching sort of modes here from the night essay contest to the Texas Society president to give you this presentation. So howdy. It is with great pleasure that the Texas Society of Children of the American Revolution greets you. Like everything in Texas, our Texas Society is bigger than stronger than ever. Currently, our membership consists of 37 societies across our great state with approximately 900 members. This membership total comprises almost 10% of the national CAR membership. And our members are very active. We have members serving the National Society in various leadership capacities. One of our national projects this year is America's Lasting Legacy, honoring the sacrifices of Americans' veterans. NSCR has two goals to honor the American heroes of the past and present. First, members will participate in fundraising activities to support Hope for the Warriors. Specifically, NSCR will be supporting a Warrior's Wish, a program which supports severely injured veterans in their transition back to civilian life. Their goal is to raise $25,000. The second goal of the CAR is to meet objective service. NSCAR is committed to honoring our patriots with a goal of 25,000 hours of community service. In fact, our recent South Central meeting, we participated in a service project honoring Camp Hope, a Texas nonprofit which assists veterans suffering from PTSD. We have great national projects this year, and we are eager to promote this very worthwhile cause. Our Texas Society also has great state projects as well. To understand significance, let's travel back in time. March 2nd, 1836. On this day, 189 brave Texans, including Colonel William Barrett Travis and Davy Crockett, were defending the Alamo in San Antonio from Santa Anna's forces. This battle was a crucial conflict of the Texas Revolution. March 2nd, 1836. On this same day, 59 delegates, each representing a different settlement in Texas, gathered about 150 miles northeast of the Alamo for a constitutional convention at the town of Washington to discuss the future of Texas. On that cold March 2nd morning, those delegates assembled in a simple, windowless wooden structure, now known as Independence Hall, and formally declared, quote, that the people of Texas do constitute a free, sovereign, and independent republic. The Texas Declaration of Independence was modeled after the United States Declaration of Independence, drafted by Thomas Jefferson 60 years earlier. The Declaration contains a statement on the nature of government, a list of grievances, and the final Declaration of Independence. All 59 signers unanimously declared their independence against Mexico. The original 12-page document was delivered to Washington, D.C. 5 handwritten copies were immediately distributed to Bexar, Bear, Brazoria, Goliad, Nacogdoches, and San Felipe. The 1,000 hand-built copies was printed at the San Felipe for distribution to the Republic. Only 12 copies and printed handbills remain today, and unfortunately, all 5 handwritten copies have never been located. The original Declaration is currently on display in Austin, Texas. Washington on the Brazos State Historic Site is known as the birthplace of Texas. It is literally where Texas became Texas, because the location where Texas formally declared our Texas independence and it's now its intention to separate from Mexico. This act by these brave men officially established the Republic of Texas. For our state project this year, the Texas Society is honoring these 59 signers of the Texas Declaration of Independence by raising funds to provide a signer's wall on the glass door that leads from the Visitor Center to the Independence Hall at the Washington on the Brazos State Historic Site. Our theme this year is Declaring Our Texas Independence. This entrance over here will be on the Washington on the Brazos site will be transformed into a signer's wall, highlighting the names of the 59 signers. The wall of signers will honor these brave men and will be a permanent addition to the Visitor Center. It will serve as a testament to the sacrifice and valiant efforts of the men who made, declared, and secured our Texas liberty. After the visitors walk through the signer's wall, they will enter upon the sacred site of the Independence Hall. The Texas Society is also pleased to be working with our partnership with Washington on the Brazos State Historic Park Association, a nonprofit organization which helps preserve the rich history of the heroic actions taken at Washington and provides unique insights into the lives and times of the 59 delegates who made a formal decision, a Declaration of Independence from Mexico. It is the oldest support group and affiliated foundation with the Texas Parks and Wildlife System. The association generates support and funding to facilitate programs, celebrations, and education at Washington on the Brazos State Historic Site, which consists of the four following attractions: the Independence Hall, the Star of the Republic Museum. This museum collects and preserves every culture of the Texas Republic from 1836 to 1846 and interprets the history and values of early Texas. And the Barrington Living History Farm. This interactive experience, which costume interpreters allow visitors to explore the original home of Dr. Anson Jones, the last president of the Republic of Texas. And there, visitors can see the daily life of Texans in the 1850s and help with planting, cultivating, and harvesting the fields, and doing tours on the farm and exploring the homestead. And the Visitor Center, where the signer's wall will be located. This summer, I spent an entire day visiting Washington on the Brazos State Historic Site, and it was a lot of fun. There's great history and interactive learning experience for all of the ages, especially kids. I got to pretend I was one of the 59 signers at Independence Hall and feed the oxen and pigs at the Barrington Living Farm and explore the interactive exhibits at the museum. It's a very nice place. The Texas Society is so proud and excited to be working in partnership with this fine organization. To support our project this year, Texas Society is pleasant to offer lapel pins for the donations of $10 or more. With special permission from Washington on the Brazos State Park Association, these lapel pins feature where Texas became Texas, which is layered over a blue star. Its color scheme reflects the Dodson flags, which is the first flag flown over the settlement. On the reverse of the lapel pin is our TSCR web address and the 2019 project service year. We're especially excited because the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department loves our pin. In fact, the superintendent of the Texas Park has authorized park rangers to wear our pin as their official uniform in September 2018 to March 19. And when I visited, all of the park rangers there were wearing this pin, which is amazing. Also, our Brazos State pin is being sold in the Visitor Center gift shop with proceeds benefiting the Texas Project. And if the gift shop reorders our pins, then our web address will remain so the Texas Society has an ongoing marketing item at the Washington on the Brazos. And the Washington State Park Association is incorporating our pin into their very marketing materials and seeking donations to fund our project. In addition, the Texas Society is offering brightly colored quill prints for donations of $2 or more, and these quill pins, which make great gifts to children and grandchildren, celebrate the will of the 59 signers and change the course of history with the stroke of a pen. By honoring these 59 signers of the Declaration of Independence, we honor the spirit that makes each of us proud to call ourselves Texans. Thank you, and thank you so much for your support as we honor America's lasting legacy by declaring our Texas independence.
Thanks, Trevor. That was very impressive, and we really do appreciate your work, both Boy Scouts as well as the CAR. The display will be set up in the center table, so please take a look at it afterwards. Ms. Burke, would you like to join us real quick?
And Trevor is selling pens and quill pens, so if anybody would like to purchase pens or quill pens, we can
Absolutely.
take care of that for you.
I'm sure you'll have some takers on that. Trevor would like to recognize you for your work that's with the Texas CAR. We'd like to present you with the CAR SAR Medal of Appreciation.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, and there's a certificate that goes with that. So,
What's it? What's it? Jump in.
George B. Trevor.
Yeah, so the camera can't see this.
Yeah. Our official photographer.
Send this off to National Enquirer.
He can get you some bullets.
Nick Harper.
Nick, are you near? Mr. Harper, our treasurer, will you join us?
Trevor's had a very busy year. He just read his essay, which was excellent. So we've asked our treasurer, Nick Harper, to come up, and he has some presentations to make. Trevor's also been very involved with our Joseph S. Rumbaugh oration contest, as well as obviously a very active Eagle Scout.
Which one do you want to do first?
Let's do the essay first.
Essay, night essay, something.
Yeah. Trevor's receiving a certificate and a $300 check for his work on the night essay contest. Yeah, this is the more important piece right here.
You'll have a certificate on your way out. Okay,
Next is his work on the oratory contest, the Joseph S. Rumbaugh oration contest, with a certificate and another $300 check. And this last one we don't have a certificate for, but there is a $300 check, which is obviously more important, so for his work as an Eagle Scout. So.
okay.
Yeah, we'll ban them out.
Okay, that's good. You want that one? What's up there? There you go.
Yeah.
You have another one, I think it is.
Hold that position.
Okay.
And I'll be back tomorrow. Take the picture. One more. Good. Thank you.
Okay.